Hello, hello. I know it is super late. Usually I like to do these videos first thing in the morning. And I got some crazy hair going on, but that's my anti-migraine hairdo because I had a migraine today, so kind of held me back from some things, but that's all right. I'll get my readings out now, right? Just keep pushing forward. All right, so I think we'll start with Cancer this time. Why not? Oh, ho, 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 Cancer. Popping right out. Okay, let's see if we have one more. Not 5 more. That always happens, right? At least to me. All right. Ooh, that's super nice. So let's put that aside for now. If you've never had a migraine, you get this like kind of fog. So I'm curious to see how this goes. I think it'll be fine. So the first card that we have here is 8 of Ariel. Oh, let me turn my light on. And get crazy. It's just how it goes sometimes. All right, that's better. Now you'll be able to see again. And my crazy hair. So 8 of Ariel. So on this one, I always see like she's pointing something out, right? And Ariel is pentacles. It correlates with the pentacles. So this one says, take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. And then the one that came out right after that is the 9 of Ariel. So this could, having the 8 and the 9 come out consecutively like that, it could be that you're ascending, right? Like you are moving forward in this realm. So specifically Pentacles has to usually do with, money, career. It could be just your material world. So if you're like moving into a new house or something that's way better than your old one, or, and that doesn't mean like bigger or nicer or whatever, just like better for you, better suited for you, right? You could be getting a new car that's better suited for your needs now, where your other car you might have grown out of, right? Take that, that's not going to be for everyone, but for those who it is for, congrats. The 9 of Ariel specifically says your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. So both of these talk about not just like your hard work, but also that your work is excellent. So good job. It looks like those things are paying off. And, showing this transition from the 8 to the 9, that the 10 is just on the horizon, right? That completion of the cycle, getting to the top of your game, that kind of thing. So whatever moves you have been making, it's been really successful, right? So keep going. That's really the only advice that I'm getting from these two. Now, the third card you got is the Lovers. Check that out. So put together with these other two, we're talking about material goods here, but it could be that you're like moving higher within this relationship and you guys are moving in together, or you're getting ready to get engaged, or you are getting engaged, that kind of thing. Moving closer to your marriage, whatever it is. But I just feel like a lot of up leveling for you, right? Super cool. So the Lovers says, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. Just looking here. I saw on this 9 of Ariel, I got kind of sidetracked for a minute, but there's a whole lot of butterflies all around her. Like like kind of everywhere up in here. So I don't know if butterflies are your sign or anything like that. But I don't know, keep an eye out for butterflies. You know, it could just be an affirmation that you're on the right track. But I mean, look at this. Obviously you are, right? Like you're doing good things. Pentacles, love. I mean, this is beautiful. I'm just going to leave it at that. Like I'm not feeling much more to say there, so we'll leave it there. And because, you know, because this reading is so late, I'll be doing another reading in a few hours for Monday anyways. So sorry, Cancer, it wasn't like a super long or in-depth message, but it was beautiful nonetheless. I hope you like it. Keep going, keep doing you. You're headed for some beautiful things, my friend, if you just keep on that path. All right, so Cancer, let's just keep going in water. Let's get Scorpio next. Yeah. All right, let's see what they have to say for you, Scorpio. Oh, okay. Silly things. Scorpio. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty one. Just an aesthetically pleasing card. I think that all of these cards are pretty aesthetically pleasing, but this one's nice. I'm excited to show you about it. Looking to see if we can get one more here. We got 2 out. One more, please, for Scorpio. Give it one more shuffle through. If not, we'll just stick it with the 2. Almost, not quite. I just kind of heard Spirit laughing in my ear, so I don't know if you're, you know, being a jokester or whatever. But that was pretty funny. We'll just keep it at the 2. A third one didn't pop out, and that's okay. The first one is King of Michael. Okay. And this one, as a person, and I feel like this might be someone you're connecting with, not necessarily you. So as a person, it says that they're principled, rational, ambitious, respected, really strong and powerful person, right? Like they're standing in their power. The card itself says, wisdom and objectivity are important right now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. So, you know, I said that this is probably someone that you're dealing with. I feel like it's someone that's like waiting for you to communicate. And the look on his face almost says to me like I know that there's something that you've been keeping from me, or I know that there's something that maybe you haven't told me all of. I don't want to say you've been lying, because I don't necessarily feel that. It's just maybe just omitting information, right? But they know it. So whatever's holding you back from telling them, like, you don't even worry about it. They already know that you need to tell them something. They might even know exactly what you're going to tell them. So just go do it. They're already waiting for you. And like they're rational, they're respected. They're gonna take it just fine. Like, you don't have to be worried about their reaction, even if they're mad or something. You know, they're already feeling whatever they're going to be feeling, and they've already marinated on it, and they're going to be able to interact with you, is what I'm saying. It'll be a mostly peaceful interaction. So just go talk to them, okay? And then we had the 10 of Raphael. So I feel like this might be the situation between you guys, and I don't know if that's like presently or on the horizon, like after this communication. But you know, they're just having a good time at the park, hanging out, like whatever. There's some kids behind them hanging out too and playing around. So I don't know if you have kids together, or maybe kids, you know, from separate relationships before. But they're off playing and you guys are just hanging out having fun, right? So this card says, love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. See, like, don't worry about talking to them. It's already, you're good. You've already got your happy ever after, and it's just going to get more happily ever after as long as you continue to work on it, right? As long as you continue to be truthful and honest and upfront and confront the things that you need to confront, right? You're good. You're golden. Look at how happy you guys are. All right, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. If y'all are liking these, feel free to like and subscribe. My intention, I didn't even shuffle. See, fog brain, I'm telling you. Where was I? Yeah. My intention is to do these bite-sized bits first thing in the morning for each morning. So there's that. And then I'll also be doing weekly reads and, you know, readings however they pop up. I did one meditation already, and so I might do more of those as well. Yeah. We have Pisces up next. I don't know if I said that already or if I was just thinking it a lot. But we have Pisces. Well, what do we have for Pisces? Oh my goodness. We got 2 out. So let's see if we can get one more. All of them are like, take me, take me, take me. So Pisces, you guys might have a lot going on. I don't know. I did do readings for the signs this weekend. So, you know, I like to say time is fluid and readings won't resonate with everyone, but you can go check those out if you're looking for a specific message. Okay, Spirit snuck 4 in there for you. So let's check out what we got for you. The first we have is 4 of Michael. And look at her. She's just super content sitting there on the bank of this little running water area. I just imagine this space as very serene, right? Super serene. The card itself says, insights that come from quiet meditation. The need for more sleep or time off. Seek relief from stress. Okay, so Michael in this deck does correlate with like swords in the traditional tarot deck. So yeah, it could be that you're needing rest. You're needing to kind of retreat from your daily stresses, right? Maybe it's been a long time since you really took a step back and just gave yourself some calm time. So a really easy way to start doing that is just really small meditations in the morning or at night. Some yoga, same thing, like morning, night. I used to do it right after I got off work, and that was really helpful for me just to, you know, put the day behind me from work and kind of get into my home life. And for me, home life was another job, but that's okay. It was still really helpful to find that inner peace and that calm, right? So it might be that. It might be that you're looking forward to some kind of vacation. So that's pretty exciting. And if you are, make sure that it is a restful vacation because you're needing that, okay? So, you know, like when you're in Vegas and stuff, like everything's like yelling at you and you're spending money left and right. And there's so much going on. Like, yeah, you might sleep in the morning, but if you were drinking all night before, it's not super restful sleep, right? So keep that in mind if you are planning a vacation too. You need some rest. Or if you do go to Vegas, make sure that you get a massage or something, right? I don't know. Or hang out at the pool. I don't know. Okay, second card you have is 10 of Gabriel. So she's looking at the stairs. Do you see her? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Yeah, she looks like Cinderella, and she's like looking down the stairs, and the guardian angel's just like with her arms open, I'm here. So anyway, the card says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Oh my gosh, and especially with the Four of Michael here, you must be overworking yourself. I don't know if you do have two jobs, or maybe, you have one full-time job and you're a full-time parent, so you're up from, I'm not just talking about like, when your feet hit the floor, when you get out of bed, you're up, you're doing stuff, and you're just constantly busy until your feet hit the ground to get into bed, right? And that can wear on you. So just, I feel like this is a caution for you. Like you're burning the candle at both ends, and if you're not careful, you're going to burn out. Okay, so get help if you need it, as far as if you need someone to come and wash your dishes for you or clean the house or whatever. Do what you need to do. Work in some more rest, right? Let's see what else you have. The third one is perspective. Okay, and the archangel on this card, which is the only archangel specifically named in this spread, is Archangel Chamuel. I'm just going with it. I don't know how you say these names, okay? It says Chamuel. So you can Google it if you want to. But you might, with everything going on here, you might want to ask for some guidance from Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel. I don't know. Say it how you want to say it. Our angels aren't picky, right? Like, if you're communicating with them, they're there for you, okay? They're not like us humans where we're like, we need to have things a specific way. Like, okay. So this card says, there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Holy cannoli, it's the same things as the other ones, right? Pause for a second. Look at what's going on in your life. Dare to be different. I don't know if that's just something that you need to hear because maybe you're trying to keep up with the Joneses and that's not really what you're meant for in this life. I don't know. Last card in your spread here is the Six of Ariel. So it says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So part of, this pausing and reflecting and all of that, and again, this could be a daily practice, but part of all of that is making sure that you do stay centered with a grateful heart, right? When you have a grateful heart and you know that good things are coming to you and things like that, magic does happen. And the things that you need do come into your life. So make sure that you're keeping that perspective and everything will go just how you need it to go, okay? All right, I hope that was helpful. I hope you all have a great night or morning or whenever you're watching this. All right, moving on, we're going to go to air signs. Let's go with Libra next. Okay. I was in such a hurry to start this, I didn't even light my candles. That's all right. Okay, let's get to shuffling and get some cards for Libra. What is going on for Libra? Almost. Libra, what is going on? Ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. Another one I haven't seen. I'm excited to show you guys. Okay. Almost. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out, right? Okay. I'm going to do one more and see if we can get a third for you. That's a lot. That's not happening. Literally 5 cards. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. All right. So the first one that I was saying I don't think I've seen is solutions. Notice he's like pouring one cup into another cup. Okay. And number 14 correlates with temperance in the traditional tarot deck. So if that somehow resonates with you, maybe you're dealing with like a Sagittarius or something. I don't know. The archangel on this one is Archangel Zadkiel, Zadkiel. Again, Google it. I don't know. Haven't learned these archangels yet. So the card itself says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Okay. I'm going to go on to the next one and read it and kind of put these together because I'm not feeling like, you know, it's a 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. It's like a whoosh. So let's see what we got. We have the 5 of Ariel for the next one, and Ariel correlates with Pentacles. So you can see the Pentacles all right here, right? The card says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay. And then the last one is the 9 of Raphael. I don't know if you guys are Office fans, but this guy reminds me of Rainn Wilson. Dwight. I don't know why. But this one says, make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. So overall, I mean, this feels really good. It feels like you're not where you want to be, but you aren't where you once were, right? So there's been a lot of growth here. It feels like you are learning the balance that temperance or the solutions often has, right? It's like maybe you were somehow gluttonous in the past, where maybe you just spent a whole ton of money, or you would buy a lot of something in particular. I don't know. It's not giving me anything in particular. It's just saying like maybe you bought something a lot, or you put your money somewhere, maybe like a gambling situation or something. I don't know. But there's a few things here that I'm seeing. First, make a wish. So maybe you have had this wish for a while and you haven't been really putting any energy towards it. It's time, right? It's time to do that. Dreams become reality. So where you are in life, like you're ready to take that next step towards your bigger wishes. You're good to go. And the other things that I'm seeing here is look for help from other people and keep being in a balanced state. Like keep working on that within yourself. If you've found tools that have really worked, keep going at them and make sure that you stay consistent with them, because it's easy to get to a place where we're balanced and then, you know, kind of lose sight of doing the things that got us there, and then we end up spiraling back down again because we're not practicing the things that made us better, right? Or when we start to need those things again, we don't recognize it right away, so we fall down back further than where we really needed to. So if you started like a yoga practice, or you started a morning routine that really got your day off to a good start, or you started exercising on a weekly schedule where you were doing maybe like 3 or 4 days a week, keep doing those things. Make sure that you're still consistent with them, because that's going to help you level up again. You know, it's going to help you keep moving through life and keep growing and reach those big wishes. Okay, so stay consistent in those and keep going. That's what I hear for you. I hope that was helpful. You guys have a great night or morning wherever you're watching. And next we'll go to Lemoni. It's fog brain. Sorry, guys. Gemini. Gemini is up next. Okay. I was going to make that the last shuffle, but that was a weird shuffle, so we're going to do one more. Still a little weird. We'll take it. Gemini, what do we got for you? Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Ouch. Foot's kind of falling asleep. Gemini. Gemini. Almost. Gemini. Okay. Got one there. Looking for 2 or 3. Oh, that's like 5. Okay. See if we might have one more. One more for Gemini. No, that's also way too many. All right, we'll leave it at that. We got 2. So the first one is the star. Look at that. All right, so she's kind of like pouring 2 pitchers out just kind of onto the ground. And she's winking. She's winking. And if you notice the star, there's like little mini stars around it and they're all rainbow colored. Wow, what a cool card. Another one I haven't seen. So the card itself, it has Archangel Jophiel on there, Jophiel. And it says, a dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. That's really nice to hear, right? That's always nice to hear. The second one we have is Queen of Michael. Look at her. She's so happy. I love it. Okay, so as a person, and I feel like this is you, it doesn't matter, you know, for Queen, it really doesn't matter the gender. It could go for anyone. Queen to me just signifies like the divine feminine side. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So this just symbolizes like that feminine side of you, right? And as a person, when you are in that feminine flow, you are brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. Who wouldn't want to be that? The card says, you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Okay. So whoever needed to hear that, maybe you've been focusing way too much on the relationship aspect of your life. And it doesn't mean like romantic necessarily. It could be platonic relationships as well, or even just like family relationships. And it's just saying like, you've done a lot for that part of your life in the recent past, so it's time to kind of focus more on your career now for a little while. That doesn't mean for a long time, just maybe you've been neglecting your career, right? In order to suit these relationships and make them grow. So it's just time for a little bit of a refocus, redistribution of your energy, if you will. And with that, maybe there's a big dream that you do have within your career or, you know, career realm. If you're not like the career kind of person, maybe you have a few different jobs. Maybe you, I don't know. Maybe you have a service-based business that's a just for now kind of thing, but you might have some big dreams in that realm. And I think that's why it's telling you it's time to focus on it, right? Like you've done other things really well in your life, and your life is really very comfortable. The people you have are reliable, and, you know, whatever. The other realms of your life are pretty well taken care of, and they have been. So shift your perspective, shift your focus, back over to, like I said, your work area and dream those big dreams and work towards them actively. Because when you do, you'll have that dream come true. Okay. And if that part of it doesn't resonate with you, it could just be that you right now are living a dream come true, right? Like you've done some really great things with your relationships recently. I'm very strongly feeling that for a big bunch of you. So, you know, it could just be that you know what you're doing and you have a dream come true right now. And maybe the point of that and the message behind that is to kind of pause, take a step back, and be grateful for it, you know? Kind of take a snapshot in time to remember how it feels to be in this place. Because as humans, you know, we have very cyclical routes in life where we go up and down, and we go through really great times in life, and then we come back down, and we kind of go through harder times. And when we take these snapshots in the higher times of when life is really great, then we can look back on them when we're not doing so great. And, you know, it can kind of motivate us to move forward and to do better. And it can also just help us make it through. It can help us survive, essentially. Okay, so however that resonates, I know there were a few different messages in there, so take what resonates. Don't stretch it to fit anything. Just take what resonates as it came, okay? All right, thank you for that, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed. Next, we do have Aquarius for the last of the air signs. Okay. Just kind of stiffened up a little bit, Aquarius. What the heck? What is going on? See, that was funky. One more shuffle. There we go. Okay, Aquarius. Let's see if we can get about 3 cards for you. Almost. This is super weird. Like they're all kind of stuck together. What is going on, Aquarius? It's not a stiff deck either. Like it's not brand new or anything. Okay. Aquarius. Okay, we got one. Okay. Lucky number 2. Shuffle one more through and see if we can get one more for you, okay? All right, there it is. It actually gave us 2 more, so we'll have 4. Holy cannoli. 2 major arcana, 2 minor arcana. Okay, the first one that jumped out is Justice. And look, if you see, this Justice card doesn't have them in balance. This one's way up here, and then this one's like, you know, way below. So, whatever. Let's see. It says, fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. So I did just kind of get this, this vision of a courtroom. So if you're going through some kind of legal battle, maybe it's been going on for the last, I'm feeling like year and a half, 2 years. That ruling will be made in your favor, okay? So don't worry. Even if, like, I'm seeing in my mind, like there was a lot of contention here. There was a lot of bitterness and anger and honestly, like, it doesn't look like it's been going in your favor recently, but this ruling's going to go in your favor. Okay. So for whoever that's for, congrats. That's exciting. I'll come back to that if I need to for the rest of this, but that could have just been like a reading for like one person, right? I don't know. Seven of Michael. So this one I always think is interesting because it's like there's two paths there. This guy was going to take this dark and shady path, and his angel popped up and was like, hey, what are you doing? Look at this nice and sunny path. Go down the sunny path. Duh. So the card says there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. Yeah, so I mean, it just. Oh, big spider! Hold on, sorry guys. Oh my god. Oh Jesus. I don't know where it went. Oh, it's right there. I'm sorry. Oh god. Oh, I'm not like afraid of spiders, but that was a big one. Okay. Let's refocus. Okay. Seven of Michael. So there's a choice that you have to be making, right? And it's not like a two of swords where like, you know, you have the blindfold on and there's, you know, two things and you don't want to make the choice and blah blah. No, like this is a decision where you already started to make the decision, but maybe you're coming into new information about that decision that's affecting that decision. That damn spider is still alive. How? Die. I also just don't like killing things. Okay. I'm so sorry, you guys. So you were already making this decision and something has come to you about this where you're like, oh, I need to go a different way. Or maybe it's that, you know, you started doing something and it was just really, really, really hard. And then someone else came along and offered you some help. And, you know, you're trying to decide if you want to accept their help or not. Do it. Accept the help. That's where this, you know, well-lit, beautiful scenery, not dark and shady path is going to come in, right? Accepting help is not weakness. Okay, whoever needed to hear that. Then we have the World. Check him out. He's just like floating in space, like protecting the whole entire world. That was pretty cool. That is Archangel Michael. So a lot of other people, you know, say that you can look to him for a lot of help, and that just, it resonates to me in this, that he's protecting the entire world. He's protecting all of us, right? So, and you did just have Michael. So maybe look up Archangel Michael, because this is a bite-sized bits and I try to keep them short, even though I haven't been doing a good job of that. I'm not going to Google it for you, but maybe Archangel, I'm sorry, you guys, this brain fog is real. Archangel Michael has something to tell you. Maybe there's some kind of bigger message there. So go check that out. The World card itself says a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So I do feel that spiritual growth and insight with this, right? Like this looks like a very young person. So it's like you were going to go down that path maybe when you were a little less developed, maybe when maybe you started this journey when you were, I don't want to say younger because it's not necessarily an age thing, but maybe less awake, less aware, not as open as you are now, right? Like, I don't know. Take that as it is. But this does say you're going to have a very happy ending. So again, there's a ruling coming in your favor. Things are going your way. Even if it doesn't seem like it right now, even if you are on that dark path right now, things are going your way. So keep that faith, keep pushing hard, keep working, keep doing what you need to do, and you'll get there, okay? That world is yours. Last card that popped out is the Six of Gabriel for you. So this one says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. So yeah, like you're going through the path, you are having things come in your favor. You did a really great job. And now it's saying like it's time to move on to the next thing. So I feel like this is in the recent future, or the near future, right? Where it's like all of these great things happened, and you're going to be, feeling like you're at the top of the mountain. But the thing is, there's always a next project. There's always something next to do, right? So I don't know if you've already been thinking about your next move or not. That's fine too. But they're saying like, don't get complacent in the goodness of life, because that's about to hit you, right? Don't just sit there and bask in it forever. You can, don't get me wrong, like take pause, celebrate it, rejoice, relax for a minute if you need it. But then move on. Like keep working hard, work hard towards your next thing, right? You're on a spiritual growth journey. We saw it in the cards. So there's that journey never ends. I'm going to put that out there now. There is always more growth to be done there. I don't care if you live 30 years or if you live 90 or 120 years. There is always something new to learn as long as you're open to it. Okay. Beautiful, Aquarius. That rounds out our air signs. So let's go ahead to our earth signs. And we'll start with Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, last shuffle here. Okay. Let's see if we can get about 3 cards. That one did not quite come out. If it's meant to, it will, right? No big deal. No big deal. I can't wait to have people on these lives. I just want to get used to having them live. Like, it's a completely different thing than just recording videos, right? I don't know. I like the potential of having that social interaction. Some people might think it's really scary because you can mess up, and that's totally true. Like, you can't just edit it. I know you can edit it after it's done, but why? I feel like we learn most from our mistakes, right? Like, just jump in. Maybe someone needed to hear that. Mistakes are not the end of the world. We just learn from them and then we move on. And sometimes mistakes can be beautiful. Sometimes they can lead to much better things than what we were already trying to get to, right? I don't know. Maybe someone needed to hear that. Okay, Virgo, let's try for at least one more. If not, I try to get 3, but, we'll see what comes out. There we go. There's 1. So we got 2 out. I'm going to do one more shuffle through and see if we can get 1 more, okay? Stuck it too, so that's okay. These, oh my gosh, they're 2 big ones, okay? So the first one is solutions, and number 14, someone else had this earlier. So number 14 is temperance in the normal tarot decks, right? But this one in particular says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. I'm going to bring up this other one also just because I feel like they go together, okay? So the second one is epiphany. And this guy, he makes me think of like a Gandalf or a Dumbledore, right? Like he's super wise and he's a guide, okay? So epiphany says joy through spiritual growth. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. Okay, so with this, I do feel like maybe you've been running kind of crazy lately. I said this for someone else earlier. It's in the air. Maybe you're burning up both ends of the candle, that kind of thing. Just overworking yourself, and it feels like you just need to kind of come to a place of stillness, even if it's 5 minutes, right? But you're needing to just connect with the stillness, connect with the silence, and go within again. I don't know why I said again. But yeah, like Epiphany says, answers that come through meditation. Maybe it's specifically that you do need to get back into meditation or get into meditation if you've never done it before. Believe me, everyone can meditate, okay? There's a book out there called, let's see, I was hoping it'd be right next to me. It's called Meditation for the Fidgety Skeptic, and that personally really helped me. There's also some really great podcasts out there. So, yeah, if you need some help with meditation, there's a ton of resources out there. Like, just look around and you'll find something that will work for you, okay? Um, yeah, and here I'm seeing the self-control and patience, right? And you kind of need that for meditation. Self-control and patience. And it's not just that you need that for meditation. I feel like you need that for your life, right? So maybe you've been kind of lacking in that area where self-control and patience, like I'm seeing that you want instant gratification all the time. You're in a world, maybe you live in a big city where, like, you know, everything's open 24 hours, so it doesn't really matter when you go grocery shopping. It doesn't really matter, you know, when you do all these things. So you like take up your entire day chasing your tail, doing all these things, maybe for business, for family, for, you know, whatever, just running, going crazy. And then, you know, it comes to be like midnight and you're like, oh crap, I have to go and do some grocery shopping still. Or, oh, I forgot that I need to go get a really nice outfit for tomorrow because, you know, I don't have anything. Or, oh, I forgot to do the laundry, so I need to do that now. Or like everything like that comes in at once and you're like, oh, I gotta do that. So those things don't all have to be done right this minute, right? And especially the part during the day when you're making yourself crazy doing everything, I feel like self-control and patience, like it's kind of ringing in my ear. So there's a few different things coming to me right now, but the main thing here, it's like, know what's important in your life, okay? It might just be that you need some self-control in saying yes, because you say yes to everything, and then you drive yourself nuts trying to actually achieve everything. It might be that you need some self-control in a specific area, like if you're overindulging in, I don't know, food or alcohol or I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to write your story. I'm just putting the messages out there, right? So self-control, patience, get into some meditation, get into that still space, connect with yourself and know what you're working towards, because I feel like some of that craziness that you've been running around with isn't really serving for your goals. Okay, so it's maybe a time of reflection and kind of like a rebalancing. I just got rebalancing, right? Temperance is about balance, so rebalancing. Take it as it resonates. Like I said, I'm just a messenger. So a little bit all over the place, but Virgo, that's what we got. Thanks for being here. Next we have Taurus. Taurus. Let's see what we got for you. All right, Taurus, what do we got? I'm looking for 3 cards. 3 cards. Okay, how many is that? I think it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. That was quick. Cool. I got 2 here that I haven't seen before. We have Ace of Ariel. And like I say this, but like I've actually done a good amount of readings with these cards. So it's kind of cool when like there's cards that I haven't seen. I just find it fascinating. Anyway, Ace of Ariel. It says, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, or support. A change in a job or promotion. Okay, and check her out. Like, she's sitting there super happy. And she's got this little bit of coin there, right? Like, it's not really a treasure. It's not like she's buried it or uncovered it or anything. It's just hers, and she's hanging out and she's enjoying it, right? So yeah, I mean, it could be that you're getting a new job or a promotion or something like that. I'm feeling divinely guided, so I don't know who that's for. But it's like this money was divinely guided. If you have been into manifesting or, meditating on things, I feel like those things are coming about now. And Ace is really a start of something, right? So it could just be that you're getting to the tip of the iceberg of this thing. So if you, let's say you set an intention for, um, for manifesting a specific amount of money, it might just be that that money is starting to come in, right? That's cool. Okay, the next card is the Three of Raphael. So check this out. This is one that I hadn't seen before. It's three mermaids, and like two of them are looking up and they're super happy and everything, and the other one is kind of focusing on, what is it? It's like a bubble, or I don't know, something that she has. I really don't know what it is. And then there's a ship behind them, right? So it says reasons to celebrate. And it could be that you're just celebrating this. Like, isn't that cool? A community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. That's pretty cool. And with this, when I read it, I was thinking of these people, like I feel like this is you. And it could be that you're just finding your community of friends, and you're finding these happy, excited, super nice people when maybe you're not used to being surrounded by that, right? So you're still kind of finding your place, you're still kind of fitting in. But the good news is you do fit in there. The good news is you do belong there, right? With these happy, beautiful people. That's pretty cool. You got money, you got people that you're surrounded by. What more could you ask for, right? All right, and then the last one we have for you is the Five of Ariel. So this says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Three of Raphael after reading that card, because, again, this person who I feel like is you is like, they're not focusing on being in the moment with these other people, right? They're looking at this orb or whatever she's looking at, and she doesn't look very excited. She doesn't have that same energy that the other two do, right? So maybe you're still kind of stuck in your old ways of like having to do everything alone and not used to having good people around you. And this is saying, like, yeah, look to those people, because they're going to be there for you, okay? This community is here to stay. And again, it's where you belong. So if you're questioning that, or if you're having doubts, or you're like, man, I'm just not good enough for these people, you're thinking that maybe like it's a short-term thing. Look, this says negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you do stay in that negative aspect and you have these thoughts that you're not worthy of these people, guess what? You're creating that. No, I'm not going to want to sit next to this Debbie Downer forever trying to persuade them that they do belong here, right? Like, no. That happy, beautiful person is inside of you, and you do fit in. But don't stay in that negative state, because if you do, you're going to create that self-fulfilling prophecy of them being short-timers in your life. That's all. Come into your power. Know that they're there for you, and lean on them. That's all. All right. Thanks, guys. Glad you were here. I hope that was helpful. We're going to shuffle for Capricorn next. Capricorn. It's a weird shuffle. Let's try that again, won't we? Okay. Pretty good up until like the last 10 cards. We'll keep that. Okay, Capricorn, let's look for 3. 3, please, for Capricorn. And since I am doing it so late on Sunday, I don't know if this is a reflection on the weekend or if it is just a general energy reading, right? Time is so fluid, you guys, and whenever you're reading this, is when you're supposed to have this message, okay? If it doesn't resonate, it may be that there's another video below in the suggestions and you were only meant to see this video because it takes you to that video, right? I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's how I live my life, and it seems to point me in the right direction. So that's the suggestion that I have. If you're feeling like this isn't for you, like, that's totally okay. I'm not going to take it personally. You don't have to leave any nasty grams or anything like that. Like, we cannot possibly be for every person in the world, okay? Go check out another video. That's all I'm saying. If that's what you're needing. If not, and you happen to really resonate with my messages that I'm giving you, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Capricorn, what's going on? You're not wanting to, I just heard you're not wanting to let me in. So I don't know if you've been really secretive lately, kind of standoffish, keeping people at a distance. Not great. The first card I haven't seen before. That's pretty cool. I was just saying, like, I've done a bunch of readings with these cards, so I thought I had kind of just seen them all. Not the case. I'm seeing a bunch on this reading that I have not seen before. And the cool thing about this deck is, like, they're all so vibrant and beautiful. And they all have angels, right? Like, that's why I love reading with them. It's like the angels are just giving us guidance. I love it. They're telling us, oh, that was way too. Open to one more. Okay, we're going to put that in there. I'm going to do one more shuffle and see if one more wants to come out. And if not, we'll just stick with the two. And that will be just fine. Yep. We'll stick with the two. Okay. So we got the wheel for the first one. Check him out. It's not, I mean, the sun is glowing behind him, but he is glowing. It's him. He is a light source. And then the wheel in this picture is this water mill, or whatever you want to call it. The archangel on here is Archangel Jeremiel, Jeremiel. These names are totally new to me, so I don't know how to say them. I don't know what they mean. Go ahead and Google it if you want to, if you want the specifics on that. For these short readings, I just don't think that that's super important for me to know, but it might be important for you to know as the message receiver, okay? So the wheel card says, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. That's awesome. And what I'm getting from this is, like, with this new beginning and you know, end of delays, you've been putting in a lot of work. This wheel is constantly going, right? But it's also creating energy. It's not just cycling through. Like, it creates energy, and it's, I want to say, like, energizing. So I don't know if you're the kind of person that when you walk into the room, you just kind of, like, light everyone up. You give everyone that extra boost is what I'm hearing. I know that's not really like a typical reading of the wheel, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. But getting back to the card itself, new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So maybe there's, my dad always called them left turns, right? So maybe there's a left turn coming up, or that just did happen, and they're saying, go with it. You got a new beginning coming, and this new beginning is really, really great. So go with it. Second card that you have is Four of Gabriel. And I feel like you're one of these people, regardless of your gender or the gender of the person that you are attracted to or with, ... whatever. I feel like that's you. So the card itself says, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. So I am feeling that with this new beginning and everything, like I said, you have been working really hard. So this is your abundant reward, right? There's a new beginning that is your reward for all of this work that you've been putting in. Maybe you're getting a promotion or something, right? That you have been working hard towards. Maybe if you've been starting a business, that success is finally coming to you, okay? And yeah, it is time to celebrate, okay? If even if this is just like a friend or whatever, like go out with your people, party with them, let them know that there's a reason to celebrate, okay? Um, I said this in another reading and it's coming back to me again. Like, we're really good at celebrating others and their accomplishments and their success and their milestones, but we happen to be really terrible most of the time at celebrating ourselves. Um, so now is one of those times where, you know, it's time to kind of put yourself up on that pedestal for a minute and be like, heck yeah, I'm doing really great, and celebrate it, okay? Don't keep yourself on the pedestal. That's where we get into trouble. But for one night or for one weekend or whatever, like, bask in your glory, okay? And bring others with you because you're lighting up that room. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so that is it for the earth signs. We're going to go into fire. We got Aries coming up. A couple more shuffles for Aries. Okay, so I'm looking for 3 cards for Aries. Three cards for Aries, please. I thought one was coming out. It did not. 3 cards for Aries, please. Okay. That was way more than 3. We are not taking all of those. I did have one come out by itself first, so we'll keep that. Ooh, that is a beautiful card. I don't know if any of you are dancers, but the first card has a dancer on it. So if that means anything to you, again with the like 500 cards, why? Why? Okay, I'm hoping for at least one more, hopefully 2 more. Okay, let's try one more shuffle through. I don't like to shuffle forever, so, you know, if you're just meant for one card, that's what it is. You're still going to get a message out of it, right? And it looks like that's what we got. Oh, wait, that one did want to pop, so I'll take it. 2 cards I haven't seen. How cool. Like with almost every sign, I'm getting new cards today, and I thought I had seen them all. How cool. Okay. So this first one is 10 of Michael. So like I said, it's a ballerina. So if you are a dancer, not necessarily a ballerina, right? But check her out. And there's swans in there, and she's up there by herself, and she is taking a bow. So to me, that's like she just finished. And 10, right? Those are usually the completion of a cycle. So take that as you will. Michael does, it correlates with swords in the regular tarot deck. So if you have traditional readings of 10 of Swords that, you know, you normally have in your head, I don't know why, but I'm being led to point that out. So 10 of Swords, if you have something that goes along with that, take it as you will. This card itself says, a situation has ended and you are finally free. That's very nice. And 10 of Swords does have that energy, right? Like it's the end of a painful cycle. Okay. This one says, new opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Okay. So yeah, she's taken a bow. It's the end, you know. I just got the song from 007 that Adele sang. And I don't know the words, so I can't sing it for you, but I think in part of it they go, she says, "This is the end." I don't know. That was a really bad rendition. I don't know it's well enough to sing it, but anyway. So yeah, I mean, I'm getting that it's the end. You did a really great job, and you're moving on to much, much better things. Okay. Next card we have out is 5 of Raphael. So this one says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Maybe you have some regret about the pain that was caused in that cycle. Okay. Time to let that go. It's time to move past it and move on. Search for the silver lining. Yes. Yes. Anytime you go through something tough, it's so that we can learn, right? It's so that we can grow. And those are often our silver linings that we get in our bad times. Okay? There's always 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 something good to see. So this card is telling you to look for that. Okay? Maybe you have felt for a long time that nothing has been going right and, there's nothing good in your life. That's about to end, but know that there's always something good to find, okay? There's always something good. Everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that. If things are going well, it's really easy to be like, heck yeah, I was meant for this life. I was meant to live by the beach, and I was meant to have this amazing, beautiful home, and I was meant for this twin flame, beautiful relationship. We're finally over all the craziness, and this is what we were meant for. But when you've been stuck in a cycle, especially if it's been a long, long, long time, of just negative and pain and hurt and bad things, perceivedly bad things, it's hard to miss the silver linings, the good things. But it's also, when everything happens for a reason, it's to learn those lessons. It's to I just heard, like, it's to learn things or behaviors or actions, things like that maybe it's just kind of a part of your personality, and those don't work for you. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to learn that and to pivot and to do better in the future. Sometimes that's the only reason that you're going through it. But if you can find those little nuggets, it makes it all worthwhile, okay? Because it makes your future that much better. That's all. I'm going to leave it there. Let's move on to Leo. All right, Leo. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull 3 for Leo. Shoot for 3. Intend for 3. I take what they give me, right? I always say I'm just a messenger. Like, I'm not trying to write your story. And if you found my channel, I'm hoping there's a reason, and I'm hoping that I can provide some help. That's literally all I can ask for in this world. 3 for Leo, please. I'm feeling like you have something to say, but you don't want to say it. I don't know. Take that as it resonates. That might just be for a few of you. But when the cards don't want to pop out, sometimes I get something like that, and I don't know. You got something to say, but you don't want to say it. All right, Leo. 3 for Leo, please. Dang. Okay, there's 1. Okay. I'll do 1 more shuffle and see if we can get 1 more, okay? If not, we do have 2, so that'll be all right. Yeah, we'll leave it at 2. Okay. And I feel like these are to be taken together, so I'm just going to read through them real quick and then let you know what I'm feeling, okay? So this one says the Emperor. It's Archangel Uriel, so take that as you will. You might want to Google it, see if there's any anything in particular that might resonate with you, okay? Um, this one says stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans, okay? The second one you got is 10 of Michael. And it says a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness and will now follow. Put the past behind you. Like as I'm reading these, I'm getting like 5 different messages, but like the big one I feel here is you are in your power. Okay? Not only do you have like this super high energy of the emperor, where like the emperor is just known to be in his power, right? Like he's higher than all of the other kings. He has mastered all of those realms. And I say he, but it could be any gender, right? Not a big deal. Um, but I mean, he knows what's going on. He knows who he is. He's very stable in that energy, and he's not very easily shaken. Okay. And the 10 of Michael, it correlates with the 10 of Swords. And 10s are always a completion of a cycle. Okay. So it could be that you just rose to this Emperor energy because you've completed this cycle. And 10 of Swords in a traditional deck is like you've been through some major, major pain. Okay, but like that's all behind you. That's all done. So, you know, maybe you're having some trouble leaving those things in the past. If you're needing to forgive things from the past, whether it be yourself or someone else, I feel like you have reached this emperor power, but like, and we all do this. We're human, right? Where you kind of slip back into that energy of the past. So if you're needing to forgive, if you're needing to let go, if you're needing to, just let the past be in the past. Okay. Take your lessons with you, but leave the past in the past. There's a reason that it's there. There's a reason that you moved on from it. Okay. So if you're having some trouble letting something go, maybe you need to just kind of focus on that a little bit and see what's holding you back from letting go, and then work on that. Okay. Because you're in this emperor energy and you don't want to lose that. Okay. As humans, again, we are cyclical, and it's easy for us to kind of do a 2 steps back and 1 step forward kind of thing, right? So we fall backwards, and then we kind of have to push really hard to get back to where we were, and we might not ever make it, and things like that. It's a lot easier to fall back than it is to push ahead sometimes, is what I'm saying. So be careful, because you don't want to fall back. Like, this is done. You did a really great job, okay? But it does say put the past behind you. So however that resonated, I hope that was helpful. Okay. All right. Thank you, Leo. Last but certainly not least is Sagittarius. That was a really weird shuffle. There we go. Okay, one more shuffle for Sagittarius, and then we will try for 3 cards, if they can actually stay in my hands. There we go. Okay. 3 cards for my Saggies, please. That one almost jumped. Not quite. All right. Okay. 3 cards for Sagittarius, please. Three cards for my Saggies. That was weird. Like a whole block of them just left, and they were like, no, we're not for you. We're not for the Saggies. I just think it's funny when they do that. Okay, we'll take that one. Let's see if we can get 1 or 2 more, okay? 1 or 2 more for my Saggies. Okay, how many is that? That's 3. We'll take it. We got 4 for you, Sag. let's see what the spirits have to say. Oh my goodness. Someone just had the Emperor and you have the Empress. And again, gender is non-specific in these cards. Emperor, Empress, doesn't matter. You are who you are, right? The only thing I will say is when they have specific genders on them, like king, queen, emperor, empress, it's kind of like the divine masculine or divine feminine, and we all have that masculine and feminine inside of us. So you might just be more resonating with or needing to resonate with your, that specific masculine or feminine. Okay. Um, the archangel on this card is Archangel Gabriel, and there's a lot of wildlife in this card, like a lot. Birds, butterflies, dragonflies. I think there's a rabbit in the background, a squirrel, a frog. I think that's an owl. Lots of stuff going on in this card. The thing about the Empress, and same with the Emperor, it's like they're in their power. Okay, they've ascended and they know who they are. They're higher than like kings and queens because they've already mastered those different areas. So take that as you will. It says time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. So what this is saying is like, you're in your power, so don't worry. I don't know if you're worrying about finances maybe, or your relationships or something. If you're having to put something on the back burner and you're kind of worried about it, don't. It tells you you're having luxurious or abundant resources. Those resources are there. You'll be okay. But it's time to act upon your plans. So whatever your worries are, don't let them hold you back. An Empress is not going to let anything worry her to the point of holding her back, right? Like she might acknowledge the worries and say like, all right, yeah, I do need to get that under control. But likely she already has it under control and it's just an unnecessary worry. Okay. So take that as you will. The next one is Two of Ariel. I almost said Raphael. That's another card, but I wasn't looking at it. Two of Ariel. This has a lot of really cool stuff going on in it also. It says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects, making work fun. So yeah, I mean, that's really the big thing I get out of this card is having balance and making it fun. Okay. And the Empress, I mean, she has to have balance, right? Like she's got her ducks in a row. She has the balance that she needs. And she probably does make work a ton of fun. So I don't know if, again, like maybe you feel like something is out of balance. Maybe there's some recalibration you might be feeling like you have to do. By all means, do some meditation, see what you need to be doing and do it for sure. Like take the actions that you need to take. But like this guy standing there, he's super good at balance. Check him out. Not only is he balancing himself on the edge of a cliff, but he's balancing two different orbs on top of that hand that's like, and the other hand is balancing him. Oh man, nutso. No way, Jose. Okay. And I just got to, I'm going to go back to it real quick. This could be a nod at you. That's just what I heard. It's not always like that, but the Sagittarius card of Temperance has a lot to do with balance. So take that as you will, but it could just be a nod at like, yeah, this message is for the Sagittarius collective. Again, it can't resonate with everyone, but could just be that. Third card out is the Knight of Michael. So as a person, this person is strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. And I do feel like this is you. I do feel like it's going into that Empress energy. So maybe this has been like a recent past of who you've been. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Time to move quickly, choose logic over emotion, sudden changes. And I'm being directed back towards the balance again, balancing logic with emotion. Maybe your emotion has been taking over your life for some time and you've learned to balance your emotion and your logic, right? Yeah, that's the big message that I'm getting from that. Sudden changes, I feel like they might have just happened. It's not something that's like on the horizon or anything. It could be for some of you. It could be that maybe you've been not as active as you need to be, or you know, not taking the actions that you should have been, that kind of thing. Um, but if that is you, it's time to move quickly, and that's what this card is saying. So get in there and get it done, okay? If you haven't already. Because if you haven't already, and maybe this Empress is who you're growing into, right? Okay. The last card that popped out is the Five of Raphael. Okay. So this one says, everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. So this is part of becoming the Empress, is releasing those negative things from the past, like regret, okay, like guilt and anger and bitterness and all of that. The Empress isn't going to have those kinds of feelings because she knows that they hold you back. You know, they just cloud up your mind and your heart and everything else with just this toxic black sludge. So if they start coming into her mind or whatever, like, she has the tools and the abilities to, you know, acknowledge them, let them know that they're no longer needed. Because a lot of times we have those things as survival skills, right? We feel those things because at one point or another they helped us in our own survival, um, evolutionarily speaking. But you can acknowledge that it served its purpose and it no longer belongs with you, okay? And then you can release it. So yeah, and the last part says search for the silver lining. So, you know, if you did go through some trouble getting to the Empress and you did go through some really tough times, search for that silver lining, you know. And the silver lining could just be you've done a ton of growth and you're a freaking awesome human being, okay? Could be that simple. Don't know who that was for, but congrats. Pat yourself on the back. You're not going to break your hand. You're okay. But then move on. Like, don't keep patting yourself on the back. All right. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us tonight, joined me tonight, whatever. And by tonight, I mean like whenever you're watching this. Time is fluid, right? So if you're joining me in the future, you're joining me tonight. It's all good. Whatever. All right, you guys, I hope life is going well, and I hope that these messages helped you. If you would like, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to start your mornings with me, have a weekly reading with me, turn on that notification bell, and you'll be notified once I'm going live, because I do intend to go live every single day. So if that sounds interesting to you, I would love to have you. And